Hey everyone, Say again, and today I decided I would do a Lair review on my Lair. Right here we're on the front page, and we're just going to go into Dragon's Lair, and we'll see all my wonderful babies. Alright, so we'll start with number one, and we'll go from there. This is Karina. I got her a while back. I loved her color, named her after one of my friends. She's the only one that has a small bio in there, and the history bio was done by Tundra Frost 9. I got a familiar on her, got a little bit of apparel. I will admit I don't put much apparel on her, mostly because it's hard to find something that looks really good with her colors, and yeah, I really enjoy my crackle on this dragon. I am a crackle lover, so I do have it on a lot of my dragons. I know a lot of people don't like crackle, and I will admit it's a bad gene if it's a really off color or something like that, because it is very cluttered. But on her, I think it looks beautiful. It kind of looks like frost. I love it. And her breeding pair is this handsome guy right here. And he is poison, toxin, and spines. He actually, when I bought him, he was poison, toxic, basic. And I spent the money to get spines. I chose spines because his tertiary gene is ivory, and that is just a really out there gene, a color for this color. Because blue, forest, and then ivory. Was going to do crackle because I do like crackle on some of the tie-dye, basically poison, toxin dragons. But on him, it would just look horrible, and I love this dragon, so I didn't want to ruin what he looked like. And since his familiar has not been bonded with today, and but he is Karina's mate, so they are a breeding pair, and I get lots of poison toxin babies from them, and they're always gorgeous. I have a couple in my hatchery, and I'll do a hatchery video at another date, or maybe later today. I got Quarry, who is one of my newer dragons. It is pretty much the only Gen 1 that I've gotten that I have gened. The only reason I decided to do that was because I love mirror dragons, and since he's an earth dragon and he's all those brown colors, I decided to name him Quarry, like, digging a quarry for, rocks and minerals and things like that. Now, he does have a basic gene, tertiary gene, but I'm going to get Gem Bond for him, and I know that is a very ugly thing, especially since it's Stonewash, but it fits in with his name and his theme, since quarry, in the dirt and stuff, and they do sometimes find gems in quarries. So, I thought that was a good name for him, and I'm pretty proud of myself. And he looks good the way he is. I may end up just leaving it basic, mostly because all the other genes are horrible. Gem Bond's the only one that would make sense, even though it is ugly. I would still probably get it. He does not have a mate currently. This is Calamitous. She is one of my favorite dragons. I bought her a while back in the auction house, and she was fully gened and everything. I spent like 10,000 or 15,000 on her. I love her because she's natural looking. She does have a backstory. I do want to do lore and stories and everything for my dragons. Like, for instance, Karina is, my first guardian that I showed you is my mother dragon. She is the caretaker of all the hatchlings, which is why I actually am going to change some things in my hatchery later and put a picture of her in there, because she's the mother that looks over the babies. Her husband is very... well, let's say he's not fond of the babies, but he takes care of them because she loves them. Calamitous, on the other hand, is one of my more, not evil, but not good either dragons. She practices voodoo and things like that. But she is a very loving dragon if you get to know her. She does have a mate, and he is also a Kodal. He is Nefarious, and he is also gorgeous. I got him in the marketplace as well, or the auction house. Actually, I keep saying marketplace. Sorry about that. Now, he has clown, which I love. You will notice that a lot of my dragons actually have clown. A lot of my dragons will not have tiger, even though some of them do, because I hate tiger. It's like the worst gene to me. But, you know, I deal with it, because on some dragons, it looks okay. I did add some apparel. I know I didn't point out the apparel in my last couple dragons, but I've been working on his apparel. I'm having a hard time finding things that I really like. He does have this steampunk feel to him, and that's one thing I really like about him. None of my other dragons have that feel. Sorry about that. But yeah, I love his colors, so that's a big thing for me. Next dragon is Kaiju. I actually got him in the auction house as well. I didn't want to spend the money on him, but when I was scrolling through, I passed him. He had a different name. I renamed him. But I don't know. I saw him and I was like, oh, he looks like Kaiju, like from Pacific Rim, and I love him. So I ended up getting him. I'm not a huge fan of Ridgebacks, though I do have a couple. But I really liked him. I think later on I'm going to get something different for his wings, just because that white kind of throws it off. But I don't care because I love him. So, oh, and this is his mate, Carol. They do make some interesting babies. They may have different mates later on. But Carol, I got from my cousin who also plays this game, and she actually originally had Crackle, but I gave her the Thylacine because it looks amazing on her, and I really like Thylacine on Phase. Normally don't like Phase that much. I do have a couple, but yeah, she's awesome. She's not fully appareled yet. I want more for her. She is named after a ghoul in the Underworld in Fallout 3. I am a big Fallout player. Let's go to the next one. This is Cecil. I got Cecil from 2 dragons that I had at one point. Autumn I recently gave to my friend. Alessa I sold. But not a big fan of Tundras, but I really have a soft spot for this one. Even though she has tiger, I'm not a big fan of that. She looks really cool, and the Crackle actually looks really good on her. Anyone who says differently is wrong. But yeah, another familiar. We'll go on to our next, and she doesn't have a breeding partner. I breed her randomly with other ones that don't have breeding partners. Yeah. This is Sharon. He's also named after a ghoul. He's found in the 9th Circle, Fallout 3. He's my favorite companion. Absolutely love him. He's a meat dragon. As you can look at him and tell, he looks like flesh and muscle and amazing. And then I also have Calamity, who is his mate. She's also a fleshy dragon, though I'm not really fond of her red Crackle, but I'll do with it because I love her and I think she's cool. So, yeah. I haven't really started putting anything on her, do some random things on her, but yeah. And then I got Solstice, who I got from one of my friends on the game, from Dreamstone, one of the most amazing players. Fell in love with her, didn't have a Wildclaw, still don't have a male Wildclaw. Fell in love with this dragon. She's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah, I fully love her. She had a lot of apparel on and some skins, well, accents, and she's gorgeous. Her mate is Sam. They make some interesting babies. I like them because they're more pastel looking. They're a little bit lighter, though a lot of them do end up having a copy, which can look a little bit weird, but I think does look good on Wild Claws. He does have Tiger, which I'm not fond of, but I love him, and I also got him from Dreamstone. He does have art that came with him. He is blind in one eye, and I love him. He has a special place in my heart. Kamoholi is one of my fays who I'm probably going to keep around for a while. He is an offspring of two of my dragons, which make things a little difficult, but I really like him a lot, and I like his coloring, and he takes after his mom, which you'll see her later, though she is heavily appareled, so you can't really see all her color, but one of my favorite dragons still, even though I may end up selling him later, I'm not sure. This is T-Pring. I got her in the auction house, got her because she had butterfly, and her colors are just weird, and I love that she has the ripple because it kind of looks like viney, like leaf, and it really goes with her theme. I even have her familiar that somewhat matches her theme, and she's beautiful. And I will be breeding her soon with Salot once I get butterfly for him, which I'm saving up now. I need 1,200. I have 294. He will be bred with her though, and I want them both to always have butterfly, and I love both these dragons. They both have a Star Trek theme name, both Vulcan name, but yeah. This is Ray. I got him in the auction house mostly because he looks bloody, and I currently am not sure if I'll keep him forever. I do want to breed him maybe 1 or 2 more times, but I'm not positive. If anyone sees this and they really want him, I'll sell him for like 20K. I bought him for 20K. Just get my money back, basically. There's another dragon that I got in the auction house because I'm a Ripple and Current fan. I love her. I breed her with Ray. They make some pretty cool babies, but I will never get rid of her just because she's so dark and beautiful. She has a plague mask on, and she's just awesome. Leela I've had for a long time. I am not the hugest fan of her tiger, but on her it looks beautiful, so I may just keep it that way. I may change it later on down the road, but I'm not sure. She's very heavily appareled. I love her to death. I'll probably never get rid of her, but I've thought about it, but I just can't get myself to do it, so it'll never happen. This is Nebula. I got her in the forums where you post a give an Imperial, get an Imperial. I gave an Imperial, and I got this beautiful lady. I gave her, she did not have a primary gene. I gave her poison because she looks amazing. I've had a couple people say they don't like her, but I think she's gorgeous. Everything about her I like. I can't go wrong with her. I just can't. I will be mating her with Hemlock. I really like him. Got him in the auction house. Really like Poison and Toxin. I don't know why. I have a lot of Poison Toxin dragons. I love the coloring. I just can't help it. Jasper. I got her, and she's amazing. Everything about her is amazing. I can't go wrong with her. Her colors are awesome. I'm not a huge fan of snappers, but I'm a huge fan of Jasper. This is her husband. I recently bred him with 2 dragons that I had, a guardian and a snapper, and he came out pretty good, so I'm going to use him as her mate for now. We'll see how their babies come out. Yeah. This is my beautiful Lapis. She will be my dragon forever. Nothing can tear her away from me. I did get her from the auction house a while back for actually a fairly decent price. I'm going to try to make this a little faster because I'm almost out of time. This is Gear. Got him in the auction house a long time ago. Has Circuit. Don't like Circuit. Like it on him. Rancor. Got him in the auction house. Will probably be selling. Mostly just want to get another dragon that has spring. A good spring. And that'll be all for that one. Recently bought this Tundra. Hate Tundras. Love this one. Coloring is amazing. This is Malachite. Will probably be selling later. But I do like his colors. will probably be selling later once I get a good baby. Ocean Song, absolutely love. And we're out of time, so I'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys.